There are many tales of the land without sky, and it seemed to me as if my grandmother knew them all. Grandmother Drake. She always told me that in such a place no star of hope could shine, nor sun of life, nor moon of love, unless the people themselves became lights in the darkness. I remember there was one story I could never hear enough. It was the heroic tale of a very wise man who lived at the time of the Great Migration. The surface had been stricken with cataclysmic natural disasters, forcing people to leave their shattered lands for a dark and painful refuge beneath the sea. The man, known as MacGregor, was a visionary scientist and one of the last prophets on Earth. He probed the limits of scientific knowledge in a dozen fields, trying to discover the tantalizing secrets that remained. As I listened, I often imagined that I myself was a descendant of the great MacGregor. The story began in the 22nd century with his discovery of a mysterious sea creature on a beach in northern Scotland. No larger than the palm of MacGregor's hand, it looked like a horseshoe crab. The scientist took the creature to one of his laboratories and examined it more closely, and what he discovered was so unspeakably horrifying that fear and dread almost drove him insane. Then, when he and his staff tried to incinerate the creature, it refused to burn. When they tried to crush it, the hydraulic press shattered under the strain. I pestered my grandmother to tell me what was so horrifying about the creature, but she would only lower her voice and say, "It was made of flesh and gold, and of another metal that does not exist on Earth, and it could reproduce itself. Woe betide the man who finds such a creature. Woe betide him, because legend says it will be his ruin." Thoughts of such creatures still lurking in the seas, still reproducing themselves, gave me endless nightmares. In my daydreams, I pretended that I too would become a scientist and invent a weapon capable of destroying those creatures once and for all. My grandmother always said a single person could change the world with their mind, but whether that change was for better or worse was up to them. A single individual could sway the world as much as the masses, she said, if they were right. MacGregor soon turned his mind to constructing incredible submarines the world had only dreamt of before, and in so doing laid the foundation of submarine technology for centuries to come. Without his knowledge, humanity could never have evolved enough to occupy the oceans. I always feared the ocean's black waters, but I also longed to defy their wretched confines. Like MacGregor before me, I wanted to make discoveries and adventure with the likes of the brave mercenaries my grandmother spoke about. I was 9 years old when word of my mother's death reached us. She'd been managing Drake Enterprises, the family shipping company, which at that time included a respectable fleet of freighters. Then, pirates pillaged her ship off Cape Horn. Her body was never recovered. My father, Alonzo Drake, born Alonzo de Granada, was heartbroken. 3 years later, without so much as a goodbye, he left us to make his fortune in the oceans. I never understood why he abandoned his only son and his family business just like that. Grandmother always said he'd gone off with his brother, another adventurer. When I myself began to dream of adventures in Aqua's inky depths, I feared I had inherited my father's restless blood. My grandmother thought him irresponsible and said he'd probably found a grave on the sea floor by following the tracks of an angel. That was her poetic way of saying he'd lost his mind. After father disappeared, grandmother took over the company, but contracts were few and far between. Soon our financial backers withdrew and the fate of Drake Enterprises was sealed. When I grew up, I worked as a pilot on our last remaining freighter, the Harvester. My nightmares grew fainter over time, but my daydreams of life as an adventurer held fast. When we could no longer afford our family home in Neapolis, my grandmother and I ended up in the Pacific, amid the dangerous and chaotic seas of the northern tornado zone. There, I supplied stations and scattered habitats with chemosynthetic protein and other nourishment. My grandmother died quietly in her sleep, and soon after, I, William Drake, decided to follow the tracks of the angels too, as my father had before me. I decided to become the hero of my own story, a man who wanted to change a part of the world and learn the last of Aqua's secrets, like the scientist had before me. Yet I didn't reject my grandmother's teachings. It's the hidden things that form our reality. You must never be too close to what's going on around you. You can comprehend a whole seamount only from a distance. I knew I wanted to fight like the mercenaries in Grandmother's tales. Perhaps I would confront my mother's killers in battle, or maybe just bring a little light to this miserable world without sky. And possibly find some hope for myself there as well. And then again, perhaps I was only a foolish little boy. My grandmother used to say that I was brave without cause and confident without reason. A fish without fins, she said, adrift in aqua far too young, and headed for disaster.
Harvester. Freighter of the Drake Enterprise.
Hey, damn it! This is an SOS. I have a ship on my scanner. Will somebody answer me? This is the Bentho 7. Hello?
Bentho 7? Can you hear me? I have received your distress call. My name is William Drake.
This is Captain Hank Bellows. My goddamn bilge is filling up, and the stabilizers on my ship are out. I have negative buoyancy. I don't care whose butt I need to kiss. Send help, or me and my family aren't going to be around much longer.
Don't panic, Senor Bellows. I'll help you.
Call me Hank. Saves time. Where are you?
To your west, Hank. There are some massive ridges here, though I can't get over them.
I'll upload my nav data onto your onboard computer. It'll show the canyon we're in. I was trying to find a shortcut because the Pacific's swimming with pirates around here. Now we're stuck! Unless you can take us in tow, Drake.
My freighter won't fit through that canyon.
Don't you have a scout or something? Come on!
Right, I'll come get you in my boat, Hank. Just give me a minute to batten down in case any pirates show up.
Aw, shit, man, there's no time for that. My little daughter's already fainted. Grab your valuables if you're that nervous, compadre, but hurry up or we...
Hang on, Hank, I'm on my way. While I'm following your nav trail, hook your family into the breathing systems on their smart suits.
All right, get going!
Okay, what am I supposed to do? Activate autopilot? That's not clear! Why is that what I'm supposed to... What the fuck ever? Than the previous.
What do you want, baby cakes?
Just to talk.
Well, let's do that when I've had more sleep.
Oh my
We're all
god.
tired.
What do you want, baby cakes?
That's so good. Trash sluice.
Trash sluice? Animal?
Oh,
like
that
this
damn light!
Oh, sorry.
Shove off!
What?
That's it.
Fuck off! The fuck is this game? Animal.
What are you doing down here? What do you want?
That's my ship.
Excuse me for not fitting in with the decor.
Oh, well, I'll be off then.
What? Sold this call. Nani?
She just said snipers try to sneak past them. Even though I've already cleared this area and we're back to the escort mission. Fuck off.
Mei Ling, may I ask you something?
I heard you made contact with some snipers. Listen, out here, whoever sees first, hits first. Understand?
Have you seen any
You keep that in mind, and I think the two of us will
around?
make a good team. Now, what's your question?
I just wondered why you're doing this. Seizing the harvest.
I'm a Ronin. That's what mercenaries from the Shogunate are called.
The awful
Stick with me,
voice
my little
acting
dragon,
is. You can hear
and I'll show you
so
how to
many
make
mouth
water into steam
noises.
and your blood boil.
Light, sailor. What tide washed you ashore?
Destiny. Well,
Ah, destiny. I wish it really existed. And if it did, I'd want it to be really good.
what would a good destiny be like?
No crawlers, no bions, no warlord. This goddamn dry air wouldn't ruin my complexion.
Ice cubes. Thanks.
Awful.
Now to the pleasures of A City. Every one of them, full out. You know, I think I'll stop with Juanita.
If that's all you think you need to worry about.
Easy, man. Stay natural. Choose a little mermaid for yourself. While we're at it, what do you think of the two we have on board?
They're both nice. Different, but nice.
Nice. Nice. You got a leak in your head, man? Mei Ling likes you. I can see it. God, if I could only dock there.
Jesus.
You act like you're too good for me.
Never tells me where the hell we're going.
I don't know myself, man. Just visit with the locals and keep your eye out for a broad with a free dock.
Do you know Amitab?
That old treasure hunter? Really? He might be as hard as my dick in the morning, but he's no mercenary. Are you one of the harvester crew?
Actually, the ship
My
belongs to me.
dick in the morning.
Oh, so Amitab is working for you.
I'm William Drake.
Call me Hamlet. Ha! That's what my friends call me. But then, who has friends these days?
Yeah, true enough.
William, whenever anybody wants to be your friend, do me a favor and blow a few needles into their face with your railgun before you trust them. So, are we friends then?
Yeah, sure.
Ha! You failed already. But tell me, William Drake, skipper of the Harvester, what are you looking for?
I don't know,
Just so
Hamlet.
bad.
Oh, that's a great goal, boy.
It's just, the dialogue's just so bad.
Look who's here! My little sailor, ni hao.
Mei Ling, how are you?
Stop acting like you're a sweet little boy from a good family. Who was that blonde broad you were getting so close to?
Oh, she's a scientist from Makina.
A scientist? How sweet. So you're keen on long-haired broads with PhDs, is that it?
That was just business.
Uh-huh. Business. Okay, how much does she charge?
I don't understand.
It's okay, Xiaolong. It's okay. I might be jealous, perhaps. Who knows?
Jealous? We were just talking about Dr. Finch.
Shrimp, you don't seem to understand what's really important.
What's that?
Me. Me, you stupid mackerel. Look at me. See, in A City, there are plenty of opportunities for a girl like me to have fun.
But
Holy Shogun's balls. You just don't get it, do you? Then I guess I'll have to find a real man who can clean out my cobwebs.
Clean out my
You need to get yourself a real ship.
Christ.
Yours looks like a bathtub toy. No one will take you seriously in that thing, my little dragon.
and Professor Gilmore, will she keep her promise?
Professor Gilmore. You can say one good thing about that science slut. She keeps her word.
Scientists.
Yeah, just like that Finch woman. A barracuda up the ass would be more fun.
The other one, Professor Gilmore, she was okay.
How the hell do you know? Wait and see. I wouldn't count.
Okay, we're done hitting continue. Continue does not bring you to the most recent save. Continue brings you to the last auto save, I think. Hard to tell, but I just had to redo a bunch of dialogue and I'm not sure why, even though I hit continue at the main screen.
So, how's life? I can see you're getting faster and faster.
The sea is quite rough here.
Then take me. I might be just as unpredictable, but I'm soft.
Mei Ling, you're making me nervous.
At least that's something.
What?
So, what makes you go, Willie? Becoming rich? No, I know what it is. Fuzzyhead belongs to Nat and Angelina. But still, he's sensible. He doesn't want to burden you with nonsense, with boring old stories. He likes you, which is why he sends you to me.
And you want to show me how to live.
I want you to scream, William. I want you to watch my face, with eyes wide open, your throbbing pulse. The two of us, little dragon. I'll take you by the hand and show you the fire.
I'm not real experienced with things like that.
How? I know. That's the thrill of it. I'm gonna kill you, little dragon. You'll die in my arms, and then you'll be born again.
Listen, this is all moving a little too fast for me.
Kiss me, Willie, and I'll show you how I can stop time. Why should we worry about graves and legends? I'm waiting for you, Willie, but not for very long. If you want the Ronin, don't make her wait too long.
Why so grumpy?
Man, nobody likes the damn Atlantic. It's too civilized here. You can't dock in a harbor without paperwork or a genetic check. And if you catch a little disease, they throw you into Billy's ass.
They put you in what?
Billy's ass, man. Quarantine. Let's hope for your sake this damn trip is worthwhile.
You look like the rotten minnows they serve here. What do you want?
I know you, Captain Redbeard.
Cordial! So what? Or are you looking to sign on as my cabin boy?
What?
No.
Oh, I just can't control this stupid boat. Wow, this guy's a first-class idiot, you know. Hello! I need to get to the next intro point as fast as possible. I made a little mistake recently. Look here, he's got the brain of a clam. Well, we're scavengers. I had 3 gauges at the same time, and I said to Pity, can you lend me your... God almighty, are all the loonies out today? And then
Is it just gonna be this for the whole mission? Oh, I love the Doom Mortar.
Escort that blockhead to the intro point. He'd get lost going to the bathroom.
Wow. I mean, I'm gonna put up with this here because this is literally supposed to be escort guy who doesn't know how to pilot his ship. But Jesus Christ.
Stop that! Leo Vanderval's Entrox drones are attacking!
Oh my god!
You've got to stop them! I'll send backup!
Kiss my ass. You're nothing but a bunch of screwball cowards. I'm out of here.
Oh, the map is just freaking out. What the fuck is this mission? The aliasing, my god!
My dear boy, what happened? Why did Mei Ling challenge you to a duel?
I don't know. All of a sudden, she came out of nowhere.
Everything comes from somewhere, particularly a hostile reaction from a woman.
He's just stuck? I have been flying around for fucking 8 minutes trying to find this goddamn guy. He's not even stuck! I want to know. It took me 12 minutes to find the one last enemy! Fuck off! Hell's Vortex is winning me out!
There's something big.
It's so big, William. Is it a Biont? Is it an old one?
Almost target. Face your destiny.
What the fuck was that dialogue? Are you fucking kidding me? It one hit killed me. This is not a game where you can, like if I load this autosave, it's gonna fucking load me to the beginning of the mission. In fact, you can't even do that. It's, oh my god, what the hell? This mission already sucks. And it's the last one, probably. Oh god.
William Drake. Back from Hell's Vortex. And in one piece.
I might not have seen much of this big world, but that down there was a Biant, and not like the ones I know from Channel Omega.
A Biant.
Damn, Nat. I want to know who you really are.
That is no longer of any importance. From now on, the world will only wonder who you are.
The world?
Well, what we believe the world to be.
I still don't understand.
You survived Hell's Vortex, just as the legend foretold. And you have earned yourself a new name.
A crew name?
Yes. From now on, you will be known as William Crimson Drake. You will have the right to challenge and kill anyone who takes your name in vain.
I have to talk to Angelina. If she hadn't been on the radio with me, and thank you.
What for?
For the name. It sounds good. It's a good name.
Crimson?
Yes?
You must follow your path. Learn to recognize your
there he
inner
goes
song.
Again.
Find the angel's tears. Now off you go. There's no holding.
Alright, the dialogue, there's a beauty
Thanks,
to the
Skipper.
There's a
Thank you,
beauty
dear boy.
to the way in which the dialogue is strange in this game.
Yes.
Angelina, to be honest, my goals, I only want to achieve them with you.
That's the way I feel too, William. Your song. Can you hear it?
I can only hear your name.
The song, it can fade. Even cease altogether.
Dialogue in this game is complete nonsense.
William Crimson Drake. Now you got a warrior's name, man. Your onboard recordings of that Biont are really spectacular.
Yeah, that's a nice shiny word for it. Spectacular.
Don't be so modest. There's something going on with the Bionts. None of us has ever seen anything like this. Shit. There's always something new.
If we can just get hold of Lopez's treasure map.
That's gonna make for some fat booty. Amitab might even make you a Clans Union dupe.
Well, you know what we like. If we like anything, it's fat booty.
William, thank you for saving Angelina. You know, she's like a daughter to me. We should have never let her.
Why are her spirits so low? Because she's wasted her life? No, I think it's because of something yet to come.
Damn the future. We're all getting old, William.
Oh my God.
I'm growing old.
What a
Only those
switch.
who die young escape the pains of growing older.
Come on.
Slip into your smallest boat, mate.
Yeah, I think we can get the treasure that way.
What do you mean, we? Let me sing you a little sailor's ditty. I'll be right by your side, just in case you get any ideas of running off with the treasure.
Great, mate. I'm coming to dock. This is going to be a party.
Okay, but what did I do wrong?
How could this have happened?
Okay.
You found your first treasure.
Yeah, you know, damn. I feel like
a junkie on his first Eudorphin high?
A junkie? No, this was great. All of it. Down there, the traps, the tricks, and we were great.
It always starts great, but then...
But then what? What are you talking about?
Take care of yourself, William. Take care of your friends.
Why would you not warn him?
I have a bad feeling.
Animal. Why would you not warn him about whatever you're talking about?
Fuzzy had told me Strega had allied herself with the enemy, and I think I know who that enemy is.
The Biants. I've heard they have spies among our people.
Biants.
Yes, and they promise power and life.
In the previous game, they were always called the Biants. The Biants. And every time, William's the only one who said it, and he says it every time. Biants. The Biants. Go, Biants.
Do you remember what I told you about the 4 things that never come back to you?
Sure. A spoken word, a fired torpedo, the past, and a missed opportunity.
Exactly. That's the 4 of them. But there is one more.
So what's number 5?
The hell with that. If we get attacked, let's blow holes in that gang until their backsides beg for mercy.
Why did you bring it up then?
The 4 things. Remember, the 5th is the most important. Life itself.
How could this have happened?
So, it's sweet little Angelina. And I'm going to kill you, sweetheart. Come on, Strega. I'm not afraid of you. I see. Are you also not afraid to die?
How could this have happened?
We'll meet again, William Drake.
Oh my god, this game! Man, this game is fun to play, but man, no frame of reference for the tropes.
It's time to decide. I'll help you as best I can.
Why start now, Uncle? Go and kill your wife.
Willie? Willie, is he still alive? Tell me. Is that little wimp still breathing, or did I finally topple his house of cards? Tell me, my sweet little nephew.
He's alive.
She sounds like a bully.
And he's closer
like
to you than you know,
bully.
Auntie.
He is alive. I love that man. Crazy, huh? Now listen, Willie boy. Life is full of opportunities. All that nobility crap from the Drake clan. But now Sir William loses his composure.
This conversation is over.
All right, nephew. You've got the map.
Sure isn't.
You seriously think that's going to help you? No. My job is so simple.
Oh, why is
Just
her
keep
voice
idiots
acting
like
the
you
most
and Nat
annoying?
from finding the grave. And even if you do find it, you'll never be able to open it. And if you ever did, none of you would survive.
Well, it seems I'm very fortunate to have such a smart aunt.
A victorious aunt. On your side, you've only got a dead girl, if that's not too sensitive a subject. And a handful of first-class screw-ups. Now, let me think. Where would I want to be?
While you're at it, see if you can guess where you're gonna end up, Auntie. Drake out.
She is, like, indirectly or directly responsible for the loss of literally everything this man has ever loved. And she's like, you see? Why don't you join us? Just ditch these losers and join us. The people that you don't have any investment in, that you hate because we killed everyone you love, and also the thing that we want, you have no interest in. What a fucking bargain!
Uncle?
Yes?
Do you think after death there's something waiting for us? That there's something more?
William, I know I've spoken often of prophecies, destiny, but no, there's nothing. You die, you're gone forever. Everything dissolves into nothingness.
Well, thanks for being honest. Angelina, she told me optimism is the ideology of murderers and mercenaries. I think your pessimism shows you to be an honest man after all.
Hey, sailor, you survived. Remarkable.
Angelina's dead. Survival is no longer of interest to me.
Oh, I'm so sorry. This is as dangerous as I feel.
We have the complete handwritten works of a man named Shakespeare, which alone is worth more than the entire city of Neapolis.
Impressive.
Perhaps you enjoy the fine arts. We have sculptures from surface times, such as the hand supporting baby Jesus from Michelangelo's Pietà. If you favor anthropology, we have the brains of Albert Einstein and Edward Whitton on display.
Actually, I'm interested in technology,
Einstein
particularly machines from
and
surface
Whitton.
times during the Great Migration.
What a pair!
By any chance, do you have anything by William?
If you rotate too quickly, you roll the camera. I've never seen that before. So I'm just moving to the left.
Look at that! A Tabara! I just marked that rotten ship with a nav point.
Oh, because I didn't kill the guards first. I fucking hate the gold. It makes no sense. Seriously, it's like 2 minutes of just waiting here for the enemy to come by. Unskippable, and you have to repeat it if you fail the mission. The fighting, the like combat and the movement in this game is so fun, and yet multiple times they make you just sit and wait as a mission objective. It's baffling. It does not play to the game's strengths. I bet they're trying to do like an aesthetic thing, but it's completely baffling.
2,203 meters.
Yes. We are getting closer to our objective. The pain is getting stronger.
We've got to get Stony and Animal out of there, and...
Mei Ling, you couldn't have done any differently, William.
I don't understand why she was so furious with me.
William, I believe you will solve the secret of the angel's tears, but the secrets of a woman's heart
are
beyond any
off.
man. I suggest we try to rescue Stony and Animal.
Hang on a minute. That's just a damn museum. How hard can...
Fucking... Secrets of a Woman's Heart. Fucking high concept horseshit. They wrote a female character to come on to us and get pissy when we don't put out, and then fucking attack us and flee, and then come back, attack us again, and we have to kill her. Don't fucking, you will never know the secrets of a woman's heart. No, that's just a shitty person. That's just like, that's an incel. I don't give a shit what her gender is. That's an incel. That is a piece of shit. To fucking make this a gendered issue. No, that's just general toxic behavior. Why are we romanticizing this?
Seems pretty quiet here at the moment. Somebody must be giving away free booze nearby. No patrols. Booze? Don't you know there's a put-on at the Parliament right now?
Oh, tough luck for them, but good for us. I'll bet they withdrew the museum guards, and they'll never expect a second attack so soon. cutoff point, just like the museum attendant said. Remember, take out the security systems.
Yeah, Animal and I will cover net, because his fat ship won't fit through the entrance to the basement.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Remember the sensors and the laser.
What?
Be sneaky, and you'll find the damn energy supply in the rear.
I'm not sure why this vehicle is allowed. I shook it through the entrance? I thought I was gonna have to restart. Okay. Now, I fucked up this mission when I did it before, because I brought the Demos, which is a cool bomber. It's pretty small and pretty fast, but it is not small enough to actually fit through some of these spaces. And the game does not provide an alternative if your ship is too big, so I have to redo the entire mission, which is my fault. I was given this hint early on, and I was like, but maybe I can fit the cool ship through. I couldn't.
How could this
I was able to Halo, like, cram it into some spaces, but it eventually exploded as a result of being too big, so here we go again. Okay. I know that they specifically told me to use a specific ship, but this ship is a scout as well. It's very small, and I just assumed...
How could this have happened?
That it would be able to fit as well. What a fucking heartbreak. Now I have to do that whole mission again. Again! Oh, fuck off!
So much for the easy part. We've docked. Fuzzy and I will go in and get Stony and Animal out. You stand guard and make sure we're not surprised.
It's so weird to have a party member named Fuzzy. I fucking... Fuck, you can't see the lasers when you move into the area for the first time, so sometimes they just appear, and they're always an instant kill. I'm losing my mind! I just, at this point, it's like a blood quest. Like, I must defeat this enemy if I ever want to hold my sanity again. Oh. Oh, fuck off! What the fuck?
Come back now and give us cover. We're in and looking for the key now. Your preparations really paid off. Oh my God, the key isn't here. Somebody beat us to it.
Thanks for your cooperation, children. That was easier than stealing a pacifier from a baby.
Stranger, she tricked us. Snatched that damn key right out from under our noses. Crimson, Stony, Animal, don't let her escape.
Time to leave, Order mercenaries.
So she gets away for free. I can't even target her, so this, like, don't let her escape is a fake objective. Yeah, like, literally, no health bar. Like, just a lie.
We blew it. The key is gone.
We blew it! Objective failed!
Break off pursuit. Lock me, will you?
Strega.
I know.
You don't know. She's my nemesis.
Why does she want the gate key? She's not gonna find the sepulcher anyway.
She doesn't need to. Her aim is to prevent us from finding it. And now she has the upper hand.
But why?
So you're ready to give up, Uncle?
He knew the Bions were planning against our people. I believe he read their future
wait,
by reading
fuck,
their computers.
no! Fuzzyhead says Bions! Why does everyone else say Bions?
Yeah, McGregor knew what the feud held, which is why he founded the Bond. Only now, after 500 years, does it seem like we're ready to fight the enemy.
Whoever that is.
The Bions.
No.
No!
Something
You
else.
don't get to say it right this late in the game, William!
Me.
So much is wrong with the dialogue in this game! William has been saying Bions the entire game. Fuzzyhead says Bions once, and then William starts saying it that way. Ah! I feel like I'm going crazy! This game is fucking...
Bang! There was no way out after that. Fortunately, Mei Ling found me and hooked me up with Amitab.
Mei Ling.
Yeah, cold broad. But don't hold a grudge against her.
She's
She's a
fucking
Ronin.
dead,
People
Stoney!
Man, their pride's more important than their own life. You didn't take her seriously, so pow!
Don't
After
hold a
all
grudge
this,
against that
we were
woman
so
you killed.
close. Yeah. Tell me, what do you live for?
I don't know.
What about Fuzzyhead?
For the treasure.
And Stoney?
He's homeless. Sad. He doesn't care.
Well, I
This
don't
is
either.
our remaining
You understand?
I see, brother. Yes. There's nothing so dangerous as a man who's not afraid to die.
Then let's get ready.
This is all we have left. I don't want to He's always got the most dumbass shit to
They're
say.
here. So I guess we have to face them now.
Yes.
We could give up.
We have
Do you
to
think we
face them
should,
now,
Stoney?
like we
No.
faced them just a moment
I think we should go
ago.
out there and end this nightmare.
I agree. Strega or us?
Yeah, it could have been
Straight.
that
Or
in the previous fight, guys. I don't understand why they just left and now they're back. Why? Why are these two separate missions?
Do you really intend to face us with Old Fuzzy, a crawler, and that blockhead Stoney?
I intend to face my destiny.
Your destiny? You mean the angel's tears? Forget it.
I mean you. I'm going to begin where Nat left off. I'm going to kill you.
My, how melodramatic. You must have gotten that from your mother. But you also seem to have inherited the pig-headedness of the De Granadas. I always hated Nat for his stupid stubbornness.
He acted on behalf of a higher ideal.
Which got Angelina killed.
I'm waiting for you. Your death will make the oceans more pure.
As you please. Oh, one other thing. It doesn't matter whether you're for or against the enemy, as you refer to the Bions. The wave is already rushing towards us. No man, no woman, no child, no one on this planet will be
Are
able
you
to escape.
actually trying
Unless
to
they figure
sign
out how
up
to
with the
ride that
Cylons?
Well, I
the
wouldn't worry
fucking
about
Borg?
catching that wave, Strega, because you won't live to see it.
This woman's evil plan is actually, I think we should try to work with the Borg, the Cylons, the Flood, the Necromorphs.
You're never gonna hold the angel's tears in your hands. I've taken your Angelina and that crazy uncle of yours.
Stay cool.
I'm just gonna do this until the dialogue finishes and the mission actually starts.
A martyr with a nav point. Crimson, that and about our objective. You must not die.
What?
Show that witch.
How did I actually... Wait, no, hold on. I've actually fucking turned myself upside down and out!
Man, this is your moment. Get a drink.
Oh, okay. That fixed it. Thank God.
Well, look who's here.
Oh,
My
God.
wee little nephew. Another minute or two, and I'll have rid this planet of the last Drake.
So stupid. Well, we're gonna play the pillar game, where I make her stay on the other side of a thing while I heal.
William, I said I'd always be there for you.
What?
I'm sorry, but we had to make you believe I was dead.
What?
Nat, he was chained to the legend, but I don't care anymore. I'm breaking my oath to make you suffer torment. Now let's kill that shit.
What? What the fuck is happening? They're gonna come. They can't stop coming. We did it.
Salvage the key.
They actually did the thing.
William, I can't believe it. We're alive. Fuzzy, Animal, Stony, we're alive. William, I'll meet you on the harvester.
Leon, help! When she gets high pitched, she does just sound like Ashley.
Crimson, my man. You took the teeth out of that bristling dragon, all right?
Angelina, has she docked yet? I have to... How do I look?
Completely natural, man. Like a freaking hero who just ran off with a Grim Reaper's sickle. You look cool.
Really? I've got to talk to her.
Actually
She's
pretty
alive,
good.
Stony. You're alive! My God, and you saved me.
I'm so sorry, William. I've been so stupid. I thought I needed to make you believe I was dead. Only then would the...
Forget the prophecies. We're past that. You're past that. You're...
William? William, what's wrong with you?
I feel a bit dizzy. My heart. That was the best gift of my life.
No.
You coming back to me.
I told you, you shouldn't and you can't save me.
In the situation we were in, you were right. Can you hear that, Angelina?
What? A ship?
No, a song. But this time, only a single melody.
Ours.
Promise me that we'll leave the past behind.
Promise me that you'll take us into the future.
I'll always be by your side. A man from the Atlantic, a woman from the Pacific.
And a brave gang of treasure hunters.
We'll adopt them all.
Animal, too.
Yeah.
Especially Animal. You're so close now. And I'm no longer afraid of death.
How are they making me
you
like
remember-
this?
What do you
How are they
believe in,
making me
William
like
Drake?
this ham-fisted
Now I know.
romance?
Now we're going to see things to the end. I've heard that the angel's tears can be used to melt things besides hearts.
Then let's find that grave.
I don't think we're going to find a grave, Angelina.
What do you mean? What else would there be?
I think we'll find something bigger. My ancestor was a shipwright, you know.
Well, do you have the gate key aboard?
Yes. Something my grandmother used to say just crossed my mind.
What? What did she say? Grandmothers
Grandmothers
can be very wise,
It's the
you
hidden
know?
things that form our reality. You must never be too close to what's going on around you. You can comprehend a whole seamount only from a distance.
Let's go. Oh shit, that. I bet you absolutely can fucking lose this mission if you do not specifically equip. I bet you can soft lock the mission if you do not specifically equip the MacGuffin torpedo.
Hey, Drake. It's not gonna happen from that angle, man. Hey, Drake. It's not gonna happen from that angle, man. Hey, Drake. It's not gonna happen from that angle, man. Hey, Drake. It's not gonna happen from that angle, man. Hey, Drake. It's not gonna happen from that...
Oh, thank God!
The key performed its magic, emitting an electro-weak signal that triggered the locking mechanism to open the gates. I had survived, as had many hopes and fears. What awaited me behind these gates? Would I find myself overwhelmed by the spirit of the 22nd century? Would I happen upon traces of my ancestor? And would I find the angel's tears? I steered into the heart of darkness, docked, and disembarked. It was a shipyard, and in front of me I could see the gigantic work of William Drake MacGregor, Earl of Midlothian. Here his mind had been at work. Here the visions he and his friends shared had become reality. Here they might have founded the bond whose rules we have been following. There lay his last ship, the Revelation, for centuries silent.
Ah, the Book of Revelation.
My reverence
is
at
literally
the
a
sight
book
of
about
her
a
gave
boat.
me chills. Revelation. The Revelation. But the shipyard, large as it was only a part of what awaited me. I became afraid. The weight of 500 years of silence and secrets overwhelming me. An icy fear took hold. Would I ever see Angelina and the others again? Was a revelation waiting for me? Or... But it was so different. Here I could feel the presence of an unusual... Grandmother's old stories suddenly crossed my mind. So this was where MacGregor had taken the strange creature. I wandered through the foreign world, the blood pounding in my head. The excitement and fear made my heart beat like a machine on the verge of breakdown. The complex was huge. Apparently MacGregor had been the head of a gigantic corporate research and engineering facility. Just the discovery of such a fortress untouched from surface times would bring us billions of credits. But it wasn't the thought of all that money that haunted me. There was something else. I could feel myself drawing ever closer to the center of my fear. I checked the breathing gas and found the pressure bearable. I took off my helmet and, for the first time, breathed air from a time long gone. MacGregor had known someone would come, and he had provided for them. 500 years later. An old-fashioned fusion reactor was apparently supplying the whole facility with energy. I had finally arrived. Here, the secret of the second angel awaited me. And the second angel sounded, and as it were a great mountain burning with fire was cast into the sea. And the third part of the sea became blood, and the third part of the creatures which were in the sea and had life died.
What?
And the third part of the ships were destroyed, said the records. I had no idea what that meant. Something would fall into the sea and change it, destroying its inhabitants. The angel looked sad and patient, as if it had taken little effort to wait so long. From Aqua's data channels, I knew what I saw in front of me. An antique pendulum clock used long ago in surface times. I did not know who or what caused me to swing the pendulum, but I no longer had control of my own senses or of what would happen to me.
What?
Far away I heard a melody. It seemed strange, yet so familiar, and then beyond.
What? Time travel? What? Maybe I am drunk. What? What is happening? I think I'm losing my mind.
Dream. But more than that, the angel's tears. I could feel my hands start to tremble. What was it? The capsules radiated warmth, and a longing I had never known arose within me. The beach, the angel's face. More than a dream. More than a dream. I looked around me. Suddenly I knew that I wasn't alone in this place. Something was waiting for me. Next door. A place not of this world. Ice. Not of this world. The creature. My mind reeled. It was just as my grandmother had said. I looked at it closely and beheld a visage of evil. My eyes were blind, but I could hear Angelina burst into the room. I knew she wouldn't leave me alone, and I was grateful when I felt her presence. The ice had gone, but the creature was alive. I had no idea what had just happened. Dream, truth, and vision were swirling through my mind, and reality was far more horrifying than I imagined it could be. I heard Stony, Animal, and Fuzzyhead docking below. Stony was shouting enthusiastically. The whole complex, my heritage, was of inestimable value. But still, the angel's tears, when I think back now, a year later, their true value, their true meaning, exceeded our wildest dreams. We buried Amitab and my uncle Nathaniel de Granada in my ancestors' shipyard. There they would remain silent guardians over what the future would come to know as the greatest mystery of mankind. I realized that the vessel in my ancestors' shipyard bore the name of Revelation for a reason. This place, the angel's tears, all would be significant for me and my friends in the distant years to come. A significance that was impossible for me to see back then. There we stood, the 5 survivors. We had followed the angel's tracks across the oceans, and now the angel's tears were safely stowed in my smart suit.
I'm still so confused.
In this place, past and future met. I heard a voice in my head.
Do they?
It was the voice of William Drake McGregor. Time progresses just as evolution does.
What?
There is never a way back. That is our blessing and our curse.
That
Times
just
of
seems
horror
like
and happiness
normal
awaited us.
facts.
We had been part of an incredible story that no man would write, lest the terror of it drive his ancestors mad. My friends and me, Angelina, we faced the madness together, but still we didn't really understand.
Is this actually the end of the game?
Yet what I've told you is nothing compared to what was in store for us. We have become rich. Because of the angel's tears, we live like dukes of the clans union. And we have power. The greatest power ever known to man. But I know someone is after us. A devil in the guise of a man. A mercenary who has already brought weapons to bear against us. Someday he will appear in front of our palace intent on ending our lives. I know his name. And you know his name as well.
Do I?
But that is another story.
What? Redner's dead, Shantyman. That's just fucking no credits? Oh, no. Massive development. Man, I want to know how short these credits are. How like that many people can't have worked on this. What the fuck? Testers, cover art, additional stuff. Additional stuff is not a credit I've ever seen in a video game. Yo, that rules. I want to get credited as additional stuff in a video game one day. Voice actors, yeah. Nobody we recognize because it's bad. Cutters? Yep, Joe Wood. JoeWood.com, massive.de, Aquanox-portal.com. Oh god, I'm so glad this is over. I enjoyed this game greatly, but I'm also so glad it's done. Goodbye!